At minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit, liquid nitrogen turns the soft and supple, like flowers or ripe fruit, into something brittle enough to shatter. Anything that potent attracts its fair share of folklore, and we're testing 2 of the fables.
Let's talk about shattering frozen heads. Now, this scene's a little graphic, so I doubt they're gonna show it.
Okay, well, how about I describe it instead? During the movie Jason 10, Jason takes a girl's head, dunks it in liquid nitrogen for 5 seconds, and then smashes it against a counter so it shatters into a million pieces just like ice.
The original scene is too grim to show, so here's a cartoon compromise. There's no doubt this would ruin your day, but could a 5-second dunk freeze a warm face so fast it explodes on impact?
Well, it sounds like our testing's gonna come down to 2 things. First, does organic material with high water content shatter like ice when frozen? And second, does it only take 5 seconds to freeze it, or is it even longer?
Well, I doubt anybody is gonna volunteer for this experiment, so we're gonna have to make our own heads. So why don't we get some real human skulls? We'll make some ballistic gel heads, so that way it's very similar to the water content of a human being.
Kari sources the skulls from the bone room. She knows they all have to be small enough to fit inside a mold of her head.
I think I'll take these 3 skulls right here.
Okay.
So here's the plan for these crash test heads. They'll need the first for an unfrozen control test, and the second for that crucial 5-second dip in liquid nitrogen. The third is a just-in-case backup.
Normally when we do a head cast, we use alginate, and it takes a short amount of time to set up. This time we're using a silicone that is safe to put on the skin. So I'm gonna have plenty of time to play with it, and when we're done, we have the mold. We don't have to go and make a cast and then make a mold of that. I mean, it's a one-shot deal.
If it works, they can reuse the silicone mold to shape all 3 test heads.
Are you claustrophobic?
No,
Good.
but I am scared of scissors.
You gotta stop shaking. Oh wait, that's my hand.
Showing courage above and beyond the call, Kari's next trial is a petroleum jelly facial.
What I'm doing right now is I'm greasing up your face so that way the silicone doesn't stick to all the little hairs on your face. Otherwise, we're basically gonna be waxing your entire face.
Best if Tory stops talking or Kari stops listening.
I'm not nervous, I'm just a little greasy.
The silicone sludge is ready, and even if his bucket skills are less than perfect,
Ooh, hey, ooh, huh?
let's acknowledge the massive loss to the world of professional cake frosting.
But right now, I just wanna make sure I get an even coat over her entire face so we get a good impression.
As Kari's rolled outside to stiffen up in the sunlight,
How's that feel? Good? Good.
Grant starts work on a pneumatic hammer to smash those frozen faces.
Okay, so here's the idea. Rather than smash the face into the counter, we bring the counter to the face, hence this wide, flat head on the hammer. Now, you might be saying to yourself, oh, all this is overkill, but just imagine. If we actually get these faces to freeze, all that soft, squishy flesh could turn into real shrapnel. So we're gonna use this to perform the test remotely, and we will be safely behind blast shields.
Oh, this is perfect. It's like a big, giant frying pan.
Yeah, a frying pan with 1,000 pounds of force behind it.
Have you ever been hit in the face with a frying pan?
Nope.
And it's high time we gave this lethal fry pan a test run.
Okay, tomato at 20 PSI. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's perfect speed and perfect power.
Good, great. Let's smash some heads.
But will a 5-second dunk in liquid nitrogen cause a face to smash like frozen fruit? Kari, Tory, and Grant are almost ready to test a morbid movie stunt. Can liquid nitrogen really be used to rapidly freeze human flesh so it shatters like ice? Grant's built the Smasher, while the others work on a lifelike mold for the various test heads. Kari's been wrapped, plugged, frosted, and baked. And now she's done.
It's good she's laughing.
But not for long.
I And usually, when I've gotten a face casting, you can kind of blow air into the casting and it goes poof, and then you can pull it off really easily. So I blew into the casting, went poof, and my lips stuck to it.
Despite Tori's due diligence, some of the silicone is sticking to Kari's face, pulling on her skin and eyebrows.
It's like a Band-Aid. You just gotta rip it off. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Where less cool heads might panic, Kari holds it together. She knows that if the mask is damaged, they'll have to start over.
Ready? Here we go.
This hurts.
Finally, freedom. But just as they feared, it comes at a price.
We got some eyelashes. But look at how cool this is.
That is terrifying.
We have a silicone mold of your head. Yay! Was it worth it?
I think I might have to ice my face.
And that simple wish gives rise to a brilliant idea. The plan as it stands needs 3 test heads, 1 unfrozen control, 1 dunked for 5 seconds, just like the movie, and a spare. But why not smash another head made only from ice? This should set the ultimate Shatter standard.
You know, all the years of special effects and mold making, this is probably my first ice sculpture.
Making an ice head is as simple as filling the mold with water and sticking it in the freezer.
All right, so once that freezes, we'll have a Kari ice head to smash.
Now for the challenge of building 3 more lifelike Kari heads, starting with brains made from dental alginate.
More brains.
So the consistency we're making right now with water to alginate is 78% water, which is the same consistency as the human brain.
The brains need time to set, so fast forward a few hours to the point where Tori pours the faces by filling the gap between the skull and mask with ballistics gel. This too needs time to set, but we don't have to wait around. Soon enough, they've got 3 heads fit to fracture and a solid ice control head to kick things off.
All right, so Kari's frozen head debut, the first experiment.
This is the moment of truth. We've got Kari's ice head in place, and in the movie, when the monster takes the head that was frozen in liquid nitrogen and smashes it on the counter, it looks just like shattering ice.
Grant pumps the pressure on the smackdown hammer to 20 psi.
Okay, safety's out. Good to go.
And lets it rip with the control.
In 3, 2, 1.
That looked like it hurt.
Nice.
It sure did. So this is the best they can hope for.
So that is what a frozen solid head should look like when it gets smashed.
Now we know.
I don't even recognize her anymore. All right, should we move on to the ballistic gel head?
Cool.
No offense to Kari, but this is where things could turn ugly. This alternate control test is a head warmed up to normal body temperature.
Look how creepy this looks. Now, we need to smash it to see what it looks like unfrozen. Once we have that data, we'll be able to compare it to the heads frozen with the liquid nitrogen. Right on the chin. It's gonna hurt. Oh yeah, a lot.
Okay, safety's out. Good to go.
This is exploding head control test 2, unfrozen ballistic gel head with the human skull.
Yeah. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at that. Oh, she looks hammered.
Wow.
That is a perfect test.
That just crushed in.
Yeah, and it's just broken up the ballistic gel. It hasn't shattered all over.
No.
We've tested the 2 extremes. Now it's time to dunk head number 2 for 5 short seconds and see how it fares on the shatter spectrum.
Now, what do you guys think is going to happen? I mean, personally, I think 5 seconds isn't long enough to freeze a head.
You know what? I have a feeling we're going to be shattering these faces.
I think liquid nitrogen is really effective. 5 seconds might be just long enough to pull this off.
They've built a snug box with foam insulation to hold the cold of the LN2. And they'll need to be careful. Dealing with such fearsomely low temperatures, frostbite is a real danger.
Ugh, this is so wrong.
When you say go, I'll start timing.
That means long gloves, a full face mask, an apron, and a narrator saying, "Don't try this at home."
Whoa. Tell me when.
Okay.
Oh my God, look at that. That is so cool.
Weird.
Quickly so it doesn't unfreeze.
Going as quick as I can.
Grant predicts it won't work, but the others think you can sometimes trust in the movies.
Okay, pressured up. 20 PSI, safety's out. Good to go.
Okay, this is liquid nitrogen exploding head. Ballistics gel dunk for 5 seconds in 3, 2, 1.
Wow, it cracked.
Grant was right. A 5-second freeze was too brief to turn those soft cheeks to shrapnel.
Definitely did not shatter like ice. But on the other hand, it didn't quite smush like the room temperature head. It was somewhere in between. So the freezing definitely had an impact on the impact.
Well, maybe to replicate the results they had in the movie, we're gonna need to freeze it completely through, leave it in a lot longer.
Yeah, because in the movie, when her face gets hit, I mean, it just shatters.
So the 5-second freeze was misleading, but a 5-minute dunk might make all the difference. This is why it's so important, people, to always have a spare head.
Whoa, that's impressive.
This myth, at least in principle, is still up for grabs.
Okay, that's 2 minutes.
That's it? It's only been 2 minutes? 5 minutes is gonna be forever.
So let's cut straight to the big chill.
That is the coolest looking thing. That is frozen solid.
Tory places the head.
I gotta tell you, that looks exactly like the movie now.
That is cool.
All right, let's go.
And Grant supplies the smack.
Count it down.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
That looked more like the movie.
That looked just like the movie.
That was a lot better. Look, it's still frozen.
It shattered.
That's cool.
That is disgusting.
After a much longer soak, they've at least matched the movie. But they're not ready yet to call this one busted.
We got the face to shatter, just like in the movie. However, we can't bust or confirm this myth yet, because let's face it, that was a ballistics gel head, not a real head. I mean, there's no muscle, there's no skin holding the face together. We need a more accurate human analog.
And that's not going to be pretty, because Tory's thinking pig heads, which will be the ultimate test. But it's not for the squeamish.
It's even got eyelashes.
So far, we've matched the movie myth of the shattered face, but it took 5 minutes to freeze, not 5 seconds. To silence the critics, they're retesting with a better human analog, and Kari's not comfortable.
It's got muscle and skin and lots of blood. We're starting out with 5 seconds, just like the movie. And then, if that doesn't work, we're moving on to full freeze. I sure hope you enjoy watching this, because I won't.
Whoa, it's like a deep fried pig, except deep frozen.
It's round 2 of the frozen face smash. This pig's head is real flesh and blood, so the result should be more realistic.
He looks so peaceful.
Kari reluctantly calls the shot.
Okay, this is liquid nitrogen exploding heads pig head. 5 seconds. Call it.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Is it bad?
No. It's not good. It's just not
Good,
really
you should
bad.
go check that out.
Hi.
Squash, but no shatter.
Yep, we flattened the face, but it didn't in any way shatter like the one in the movie.
No.
We'd like to show you the whole of the high-speed replay, but trust us, you don't want to see it. Suffice to say, it didn't shatter.
Do you want to try to leave it in there a little bit longer and see if that's enough to make it shatter?
Absolutely.
I think that's a great idea.
To maximize their chances, the second head marinates for a full 15 minutes.
Oh, that's frozen solid.
Whoa.
Grant pressures up, and Kari dares to take a peek.
2, 1.
What Jonathan, look!
You're a glutton for punishment.
So what's the verdict?
We froze his head completely solid and smashed it, and no shattering happened whatsoever.
Absolutely nothing like the movie.
So I guess this one's busted. Thank God we're done.
Busted.
Busted.
Evildoers take note. Results of a 5-second face freeze might not match your expectations.
All right, we still have a whole canister full of liquid nitrogen.
What else can we do?
Let's find out.
Now for the second chilling myth of liquid nitrogen.
All right, exploding frozen tree. Let's talk about that one.
Okay, well, the story goes that there was a leak in a liquid nitrogen processing plant. One of the pipes burst, and liquid nitrogen started to flood down into the office.
Now it was the holidays, so there was a Christmas tree and a bunch of decorations, but most importantly, the liquid nitrogen leaked onto the Christmas tree.
And bang! It explodes into splinters.
Right, now, in theory this could work. I mean, maybe the water inside of the tree froze and expanded and caused the tree to fail catastrophically.
Just like us mammals, most of the mass of a tree is water. When water turns to ice, it expands. And if the freezing is almost instantaneous, well, it doesn't take a tree surgeon to see how that might just ruin Christmas for everyone.
So where should we start?
Well, let's start by finding out how much water a tree contains. We can do a classic biology dry weight experiment.
All right, well, once we've determined that, let's get 2 identical trees. We'll take them out to the bomb range. We'll blow one up as a control, and the other one we'll pour tons of liquid nitrogen over and see what happens.
Sounds like fun, let's do it.
Our wood chipper's here.
Step 1 is to see just how much H2O lurks inside a standard Christmas tree. And this will not be pretty.
We're gonna shake the dirt off this, throw this thing into a wood chipper, and then we're gonna take all those wood chips, throw them in pans, measure their weight. After that, we're gonna stick them in a low heat kiln, slowly dry them out, evaporate all the moisture out of them, and then measure them again.
So instead of trimming the tree, they'll tear it to shreds. But every last leaf and twig must be preserved for science.
So what we want to do is capture every little bit of the tree that comes out of the wood chipper.
You sure are chipper today.
And just in case some shards of shrubbery miss the trash can, there's a safety net.
I think we'll be able to catch everything with this.
It's just crazy enough to work.
Back inside, it's time to feed this innocent conifer to the wood chipper. Every shred went straight in the bucket. Not the result you'd expect from these two let loose with a wood chipper, but better luck next time.
Awesome. I have to say, this is definitely one of the better smelling experiments we've ever had in the shop. So much better than rotting meat.
Oh, wait till you smell it when it comes out of the oven.
I know.
It's gonna be delicious.
Fresh pine scent.
What started out as mulch looks like being the dish of the day.
So we've taken our 6-foot Christmas tree, put it through a wood chipper, and distributed it onto 8 baking trays. Over time, as the water bakes out of the tree, that weight's gonna go down until at some point it will plateau. Then we know we've gotten all the moisture out, and that will tell us what the overall moisture content of the tree was.
They'll check the diminishing mass each and every hour, but that could take days.
Tray number 1, 7.4 pounds.
All right, 7.4, that's it. The oven is filled. Now it's time to bake our tree.
In the meantime, there's fun to be had on the bomb range with an ill-fated control tree.
I hate to get sappy here, but does anybody feel really bad about blowing up a tree?
Is this what Christmas is like at JD's house?
Oh!
Smells great.
Now, of course, we can all imagine what an exploding tree looks like, but in the name of science and all things cool, we're gonna do it anyway.
The myth does call for a tree explosion, so as a point of comparison, we'll simulate that with some restraint.
So what do we got here?
Little decor, that ought to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could use C4, we could use all sorts of explosives, but I think det core gives us the best chance of not blowing it up to complete smithereen.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. And look, it's gonna look like a Christmas tree.
The team retreats as JD sets the firing cap, then calls in the chaos.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
All right, so this is liquid nitrogen exploding tree control test.
Still calling this a control test.
Wait, you're acting like I am enjoying this. This is serious science right now, okay?
All right.
In 3, 2, 1, go, JD!
Oh! It looks like we just gave it a haircut.
And then some. This is the kind of defoliation they hope to get from a big fat blast of LN2.
Dang, look at that tree all over the place.
That's great. That's pretty much what I expected to see.
JD blued it up real good. Now, if liquid nitrogen can do this, I'll be impressed.
All right, next test, liquid nitrogen.
All right.
Many trees were planted to replace those we blew up. But right now, it's all about freezing one more tree to the point it might blow its bark.
Fire in a hole!
Tory, Grant, and Kari have slow-cooked one tree, then blown up another to test a tale of liquid nitrogen. If the fable's true, rapidly frozen water inside the tree expands so fast it explodes. But is there enough moisture to justify the myth?
So our figures have finally plateaued, and what's left of the tree is now 33% of its original weight.
What?
Wow, that is a lot of water.
Tree's 2/3 water.
So there might actually be something to this myth.
All right, well, let's get some fresh trees, go out to the Alameda bomb range, pour some liquid nitrogen over them, see what happens.
All right.
Awesome.
So it's back to the bomb range with a brand new tree and a truckload of LN2.
Anybody who's taken a high school chemistry class knows just how effective liquid nitrogen can be to freeze something. So we thought in MythBusters fashion we'd take a small quantity, like 2,800 gallons of liquid nitrogen, and we're gonna pump it through this hose.
And out through these phase separators where it'll separate the liquid nitrogen from the gases. So we'll be able to dump hundreds of gallons of liquid nitrogen over the entire tree.
And just to check our progress, we've got this temperature probe, which should be good down to minus 300 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll jam it in the trunk and watch it remotely.
So while Fred prepares to dump a load, our guys try to predict the future.
Do I think we're gonna get an explosion? I have my doubts. I do think we might see some cracking, some splitting of the tree. But you know what? There's always that little chance that that tree could explode. I mean, we have been wrong before on MythBusters.
I have my doubts that this tree is going to give us any sort of grand explosion. If anything, maybe some of the ornaments might explode, which, you know, when I told the story later, I might say the tree exploded. But I'm definitely standing behind the blast shields, just in case I'm wrong, because I am often wrong.
The frigid fog rolls in, and Kari braces for the big bang. As the liquid turns to gas, oxygen gets sucked out of the mix. So I'll say it again, folks. Don't get too close to liquid nitrogen.
43.5 degrees.
That's dropping fast. That's like 20 degrees in 2 minutes.
It's dropping faster now.
What are we at?
16.2, heading towards 0.
This thing could explode at any moment.
It sure could. And let's note that the freezing point of water is plus 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Dropping really fast now. Minus 90, minus 95.
What?
Minus 100.
Antarctica cold.
Yeah.
This tree is definitely frozen.
It's at minus 140 now. It's minus 150.
How much time has elapsed?
We are now at 7 minutes.
The LN2 dissipates slightly in the breeze, but the temperature of the tree continues to plummet.
We're dumping gallons and gallons of liquid nitrogen over the top of the tree. It looks like fog rolling down off the top of it. You can actually see the trunk slowly turn white and freeze.
No tree in history ever got this chilly, this fast. The coldest temperature recorded on Earth is minus 146 degrees Fahrenheit. And this freeze shows no sign of slowing.
We're reaching minus 200.
I can't even comprehend that.
Over the next few minutes, the tree gets much colder, pushing on to the limits of absolute zero. But still, no explosion.
We got the core temperature of the tree to minus 330 degrees Fahrenheit. If that tree were going to explode as a result of the water inside freezing, it would have. But unfortunately for the myth, it's still intact. Look, it's been almost half an hour, over 200 gallons of liquid nitrogen. I think we should call this and check it out.
All right, let's call it. All right, Fred, go ahead and kill the liquid nitrogen.
They couldn't get it any colder, and the tree hasn't so much as shed a leaf.
You know what? I was really hoping this thing was gonna explode.
Check for cracks.
Wow!
Not any cracks though?
No
I don't
cracks.
see any cracks at all.
But the whole trunk is like covered in frost. And it means it's completely been covered in liquid nitrogen.
What should we do now?
Well, I wonder what would happen if there was some sort of impact. Could you actually shatter this tree the way you do with those science experiments?
Yeah, how about if we hit it with the shotgun?
That sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, nice violent Mythbuster ending. I like it.
We do like to end with a bang, and a load of buckshot just might deliver the catastrophic conifer failure we hope for.
If anybody loves Christmas, turn your heads now. This just seems wrong, shooting a Christmas tree. Safety's off. Here we go in 3, 2, 1.
The tree's frozen solid, but it's still not smashing to smithereens.
All right, it's about as good as we get.
What more can you do?
Well, here's what you could have done much earlier. Asked an expert.
As an arborist, what are we doing wrong? Why is the tree not exploding?
Trees in colder climates are naturally built to not explode. What happens is the water inside of the tree cells moves to air spaces outside of the tree cells, and those air spaces provide enough room for the water to expand without exploding the tree.
So the water does freeze and it does expand, but because of the air spaces, the trunk doesn't go boom, boom.
Correct.
So no matter how much we freeze this tree, it's never gonna explode?
I doubt it.
Stupid adapting nature.
All that remains is to officially admit defeat.
Look at that. It's obvious that this tree is frozen completely to the core, and even with a high velocity impact, it did not shatter it or do anything that looked like an explosion.
Yeah, we froze it with liquid nitrogen, didn't explode, and we hit it with a shotgun shell, still didn't explode.
All right, I guess we're calling this one busted.
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 You know, I could always go into the tree trimming business.